To get started with KChat, you need to access the KChat dashboard. You can get there from our website. Click on the Go to the KChat dashboard. Notice that the website is kchat.website, so you can go there directly or bookmark this, add it to Curator. If you're here for the first time, if you already have a Curator account, you can use your Curator username and password to log in. You do need a Curator account to generate content for your KChat, so I recommend that you do that first. If you want this to be separate from your Curator, you can sign up, authenticate your account, and then sign in. So when we sign in, the first thing you will see is that you will land on the payment plans page. And on the payment plans, we have 3 offers right now. And you can't access anything else on the KChat website before you actually subscribe in order to upload plans. So even if you want to try it, you need to buy a basic plan and give it a try. After you purchase your plan, the first thing you need to do is you need to upload your content. That you do under the knowledge bases. You can see I already have 2 knowledge bases. And all of the content in your KChat comes from our Curator app. So you need to have installed Curator and added content. You can see that Curator has 3 sections. Your collection folders, where you have all of your different content channels. And then under the WordPress KBucket file, you can create individual files and attach different collections to them. And these collections are what's going to be the source of your KChat. And in order to sync the content with your KChat, we use the copy upload WordPress link. We initially created this for our WordPress solution, and we are using the same thing for KChat. So when I say copy WordPress upload and then go over to the dashboard, I'm going to go through the steps again. You can see I have to give it a name so I can recognize my chatbot. Then I copy the URL in here. You always will need a website URL, even if you're going directly to the source. If you're using WordPress as a landing page, then you have to enter the URL for your WordPress. And turn on the sync feature. And what this means, and then the period of how often you want the content synced. So once you set this up, after this, every time that you add content to Curator, it will automatically be synced with your KChat. So it's a no-code solution where very easily you can now add new content and make it available for your KChat. Once you create it, you have to make sure that you turn on the sync state so that the content is then synced. Next, we're gonna create a chatbot and see how that works. After creating the knowledge base, we are now ready to create a chatbot. Again, I already have 2 chatbots in here. Let's look at my KChat. To create a chatbot, you add a chatbot, you give it a name, you set the temperature. Temperatures are how flexible the LLM is in creating responses. You should experiment to see what works for you. Then select an LLM. Right now we only have GTP 3.5. In the near future, as you can see, we are going to have a lot of different types of options for you. A lot of it is related to cost right now, and GPT 3.5 does a pretty good job. Then you select the knowledge base that you want associated with this chatbot and the outbound links. Outbound links, every response generated by KChat comes from a source that links you to the source of the information. You can either use our WordPress KBucket Content Hub, which is a content library, as your landing page, or you can go directly to the source. And I'm going to show you how each one of these works, and then attach the context. So each response, the content that is used to generate answers, comes in a pop-up. If you activate this, then that pop-up will be part of the chatbot response. After you've created your chatbot, now you're ready to customize it. First, we're going to look at chatbot appearance. Here you can set the color for your chatbot, blue, green, red, whatever your preferences are. And then the initial message. This is key. You want to tell people what type of questions they can ask. This is for my customer support. So I want them to ask about Curated, KBucket, KChat. Also content curation, because we have curation tools. We are dealing with artificial intelligence. I have related content on that. And this is going to guide people to know what kind of questions they can be asking. The name here, the display name, is the display name that users will see on top of their chatbot. And if you make any kind of changes, KChat AI assistance, for example, assistant, right? And then I say update, and you can see that it's going to now update my chatbot appearance, and it's also immediately reflected on my website. Every time users ask questions, the chat logs for this chatbot can be viewed here. Under analytics, we can have chat logs for all the chatbots that we have. Then you can get the script simply by copying this to the clipboard and placing it on your website. You can test your chatbot here directly inside of your KChat app account, and any change that you make, again, the leads, users are prompted or visitors are prompted to leave their email address, and you will be able to view the leads here. And anytime that you make changes to the chatbot, you will need to update it for the changes to take effect. Next, we want to quickly take a look at the outbound links to see how that works. Currently, we have the WordPress pop-up link selected. So when I ask a question like, how do I get started with Curator, you can see that an answer is generated from the content in our knowledge base, and it also gives us a reference link. So it's number 0 corresponds to the reference link. And now when I click on the reference link, it's going to lead me to a pop-up on our WordPress KBucket page that is acting as a landing page. So it's driving people back to my own website. And the content is again generated from what I have added here to my curator. So this is the knowledge base, and this is the content. An advantage of having a landing page is when people land here, they can also then see other related information. So the tutorials are under product tutorials. I have a number of other tutorials related to our products. People who are asking this question will obviously be interested in other things, and they will have access, and you can generate more interaction with the content of on your website with this feature. But if I now change this to source link, undo this, update my chatbot as we talked about before, and now ask the same question, how do I get started with Curator? You see here, this is the lead questionnaire where people can leave their names and emails, generating a lead list for you. And it generates now again the same answer, but this time when I click on it, it's going to lead people to my YouTube channel. So you may have a strategy where you want to use your chatbot to drive people to your social channels and create more interaction there. And this would be a great way to do that. You can also have links to your web pages and lead people to your web pages and not the landing page. And that could be a strategy for you. But these are the two different options we currently offer for the reference links for KChat. Now let's take a look at analytics. You will find the detailed analytics under the dashboard. On the first row, you will see your current month quotas. I have 10,000 with this plan, and I've used 91 of them. The number of knowledge stores and chatbots, and how much of your knowledge store you have consumed. The queries down here are the total queries for the entire duration of your plan. Right now they're the same because we are still in the first month here, but that will change. You will have your leads list in here, or the number of them. Under chat logs, you will get all of the user queries and the responses. You can here see how many of your responses or how many of the queries actually get responses, what type of questions users are asking, and how you need to modify and add content to your chatbot. This section is extremely important. You can download this list to a CSV file, analyze it, and improve your chatbot in that way. And then under the leads, we currently don't have any, but you will have a leads list in here, which you can export and use as appropriate. Then under account info, you will have your plan, you will have your transaction history, and all of the different payments. So this is how easy it is to get started and use KChat. Look at all of the other tutorials for use cases and any other type of question that you may have.